Since I'm home, I've had an amazing idea to go through all my photographs taken in Filey, in Yorkshire, over the years. Each time I go with friends and enjoy the town even more. There's a certain magic about Filey and all the Holderness coast, a quiet kind that doesn't announce itself, but seeps in like sea mist over the cliffs. Every visit felt like stepping into a time apart from the rush of everything else. The first sight of wide bay, the smell of salt and grass mixed with the promise of fried fish and chips, and summer air, it always felt like coming home to somewhere gentle and familiar. We never stayed in fancy places. Our little base was a garden shed at the back of a friendly old seaside plot, tucked behind hedges that whispered when the wind came in from the North Sea. It had a kettle that rattled when it boiled, a creaky wooden door that stuck when it was damp, and a window that caught the morning light just right, and a shower and a bathroom. Somehow it was perfect. Every day was a barbecue day, even when the clouds threatened rain. We set up the little grill in the yard, the smell of smoke curling up and mixing with the tang of the sea. There'd be laughter as the sausages rolled off the edge, someone poking at them with a fork, another trying to light the charcoal with a newspaper, and too much enthusiasm. The sound of seagulls overhead always joined in shrieking like they were part of the conversation. Filey became a rhythm. Mornings meant walking down to the sea or the promenade, past the pastel beach huts and the smell of warm doughnuts. Afternoons meant sitting by the shore, watching the tide stretch and pull at the sand, the waves whispering their secrets from faraway places, kites flying. And in the evening, those were for the shed, the barbecue, and the soft glow of fairy lights tangled around our doorframe, music playing low, and the world slowing down to the sound of our own laughter. But once a year, Filey transformed. The quiet little seaside town became something straight out of an alternative age. Steampunk weekend. The streets filled with top hats, goggles and corsets and brass contraptions gleaming in the sun. You've heard the distant hiss of steam machines, see people parading in their clockwork finery, and feel that strange, wonderful buzz that only happens when imagination takes over. We'll walk among them, blending into the crowd, cameras in hand, smiles wide, feeling like time travellers ourselves. The pier echoed with laughter and music, airships and adventure were everywhere in spirit. Filey's Victorian bones seemed to have loved it. The grand old buildings and iron railings looked perfectly at home beside polished gears and twirling skirts. By evening, we'll wander back to our little garden shed, still caught in that dreamlike spell. The barbecue would be glowing, the smoke curling up into a twilight sky tinged with pinks and brass, the sounds of laughter drifting from the town, mingled with the gentle hiss of the coals. It was as if the day had slipped seamlessly from the world of make-believe into our own small piece of magic, friendship, firelight, and the sea close by. Those visits to Farley weren't about grand plans or luxury stays. They were about simplicity, imagination, and belonging. The quiet kind of joy that lingers like the smell of wood smoke on your clothes. Even now, when I catch the scent of charcoal or hear a distant whistle of steam, I'm transported back to that little shed, those barbecues, and that seaside town where past and present danced. They danced together beneath the same streaked sky. All of that, I guess, I'm missing the comradeship, the friendship of what happened in Filey. And just remember, what happened in Filey stays in Filey. So thank you for watching this short segment of our lives in Filey. You guys, girls, you all know who you are, so thank you for making it such a special place. And thank you for Cal for finding the shed for us. So we'll see you all again, and thank you for watching.